Greetings, seekers of ancient wisdom and forgotten truths. Welcome back to a journey through the veiled tapestry of time, where every date on the calendar holds a secret, a story, a whisper from the past. Today, we delve into the heart of September 19th, a day steeped in both divine protection and the earthy magic of the harvest season. As the shadows lengthen and the harvest moon ascends, September 19th whispers tales of protection, divine intervention, and unseen battles. It is a pivot point, a moment when the spiritual and earthly realms draw closer, demanding our attention, our respect, and our understanding. Ignore its call, and you might find yourself adrift in the currents of fate. Heed its wisdom, and unlock pathways to protection and prosperity. Across cultures and centuries, this day has been known by many names, each echoing its profound significance. In some traditions, it is simply Michaelmas Eve in spirit, anticipating the greater feast, while in others, it's a specific day for invoking powerful guardian spirits. For those connected to the Orthodox Christian faith, it marks the miracle of the Archangel Michael at Colossae, a powerful testament to divine intervention. We might call it the Day of the Guardian's Vigil, or the Autumnal Sentinel's Blessing, for it is truly a day when the veil thins and the vigilant eye of protection is most keenly felt, standing guard as the light begins its slow retreat. Spiritually, September 19th is profoundly connected to themes of divine guardianship, healing, and the triumph of good over evil. The Archangel Michael, whose miraculous intervention is commemorated, is revered as the chief commander of the heavenly hosts, a warrior angel, and a protector against all malevolent forces. On this day, devout believers turn to him with earnest prayers. They seek his mighty shield against physical ailments, asking for strength and healing for themselves and their loved ones. They implore his intervention against unseen evils, against envy, slander, and the myriad forms of spiritual darkness that threaten peace and harmony. Farmers might pray for protection over their dwindling harvests, for safe passage through the coming winter, and for the purity of their lands. Young women might pray for a strong, protective partner, mirroring Michael's unwavering guardianship. This reverence for Michael, however, is not a solitary phenomenon. Its roots may intertwine with older pagan beliefs in powerful sky deities or protective spirits of the turning seasons, embodying the need for a strong, benevolent force to guide humanity through the encroaching darkness of autumn and winter. To truly understand the power of September 19th, we must journey back in time, to the ancient lands of Phrygia, in what is now modern-day Turkey, to a place called Colossae. Imagine a tranquil valley, nestled among hills, where a sacred spring flowed, renowned for its miraculous healing properties. This spring was not just any water. It was believed to have been sanctified by the Archangel Michael himself, appearing there to a pious local named Archippus, whose mute daughter had been cured by its waters. In gratitude, Archippus built a magnificent church beside the spring, dedicating it to Saint Michael. For many years this church and its healing spring flourished, drawing pilgrims from far and wide, both Christian and pagan, who sought solace and miracles. The pagans, however, grew increasingly resentful of the growing Christian influence. They devised a malevolent plot to destroy the church and drown the faithful. Their plan was insidious. They decided to divert two raging mountain rivers, the Lycocapris and the Kouphos, merging their torrents and directing the combined destructive force straight towards the church. Picture the scene. The pagan priests, with dark intent, begin their rituals, directing the rivers with man-made channels. The roar of the water grows louder, a terrifying crescendo echoing through the valley. The Christian faithful, inside the church, are filled with dread. They pray fervently, their voices rising in desperate pleas to Archangel Michael, their protector. Archippus, now an old man, stands firm, his faith unwavering, even as the walls of the church tremble from the approaching deluge. The waters surge, a monstrous wave threatening to engulf everything. Just as the torrent was about to crash upon the church, a blinding light descended from the heavens. The air crackled with divine energy. And then, there he was, the Archangel Michael, majestic and awe-inspiring, clad in brilliant raiment, standing directly in the path of the raging rivers. With a single mighty strike of his staff, he cleft the earth, creating a vast chasm. The surging waters, obedient to his command, plunged into this newly formed abyss, disappearing into the depths of the earth, leaving the church and its faithful unharmed. The very ground had swallowed the threat. This incredible miracle not only saved the church, but also purified the area, solidifying the belief in Michael's powerful intercession. The place where the waters disappeared became known as Chonai, meaning funnels or depressions, forever marking the spot of this divine deliverance. It is a story of faith, protection, and the absolute power of good to overcome the most destructive forces. Now let's turn our attention to the subtle whispers of fate, the signs of fate that emerge on this day, guiding us through the unseen currents of life. Folk omens. Hasty. Weather. If the sky on September 19th is remarkably clear and bright with a crisp, cool air, it foretells a mild and gentle winter, delaying the harshest cold. The clarity reflects the benevolent energy of the day, promising ease. Weather. Conversely, if a heavy fog descends, blanketing the landscape, it's a warning of a wet and prolonged autumn, delaying the onset of winter and bringing persistent dampness. The mist obscures clarity, symbolizing uncertainty. Weather. Should strong, blustery winds prevail throughout the day, expect a changeable and unpredictable winter with sudden shifts between cold snaps and thaws. The erratic winds mirror the instability to come. Weather. Observe the birds. If migratory birds are seen flying exceptionally high, it signifies an early and intensely cold winter as they rush to escape the impending chill. Their urgency is a powerful natural barometer. Weather. If spiders are observed spinning new, elaborate webs in unusual places around the house, it's a sign of extended fine weather. Their industry reflects a calm, stable environment conducive to their work. Household. If you accidentally spill salt on this day, it traditionally foretells a minor quarrel or disagreement within the household. The disruption of something sacred like salt can signify a breach in harmony. To counteract this, immediately throw a pinch of the spilled salt over your left shoulder to blind the evil eye of discord. Household. If your right ear suddenly begins to itch, it means someone is speaking kindly of you, perhaps offering praise or good wishes. A left ear itch, however, suggests gossip or criticism. The side of the body often carries symbolic meaning. Household. Finding a lost item that you had long given up on, particularly something valuable or sentimental, is a strong omen of unexpected financial good fortune or a significant stroke of luck in the near future. It symbolizes rediscovering hidden blessings. Money. If you find a coin on the ground, especially face up, it's a sign of impending financial gain. Pick it up, thank the universe, and keep it as a charm in your wallet to attract more wealth. Ignoring it means ignoring opportunities. Money. If you hear the distinct hoot of an owl near your home at dusk, and then see it fly towards the rising moon, it's a rare sign of a significant financial turning point, often positive, like a successful venture or a windfall. The owl is a creature of wisdom and hidden knowledge. Dreams in this night. The dreams experienced on the night of September 19th are believed to carry prophetic weight, particularly concerning protection, healing, and life's path. Pay close attention to these nocturnal messages. Water. Dreaming of clear, flowing water, especially a spring or river, signifies spiritual purification, emotional healing, and renewal. If the water is turbulent or muddy, it may indicate inner turmoil or impending emotional challenges that require cleansing. Birds. Birds in dreams often symbolize messages or freedom. A flock of doves might represent peace and blessings, while an eagle could signify strength, vision, and protection from above. If a bird attempts to enter your home, it could be a warning or a message from an ancestor. Light and shadows. Dreams filled with bright, pure light suggest hope, clarity and divine guidance in a confusing situation. Conversely, oppressive shadows or darkness might indicate hidden fears, unresolved issues, or the presence of negative influences that need to be addressed. Old houses or buildings. These often symbolize your inner self, your past, or your foundational beliefs. A well-maintained old house suggests strong roots and a healthy self-identity, while a dilapidated one might point to neglected aspects of your psyche or past traumas needing resolution. Angels or divine figures. Directly encountering an angel or a revered divine figure in your dream is an extremely powerful omen of divine protection, a direct answer to prayers, or a profound spiritual awakening. These dreams often leave a lasting feeling of peace or awe. Born in this day. Those born on September 19th are often blessed with a unique blend of traits. They tend to be insightful, possessing a keen intuition and a deep understanding of human nature, often seeing beyond the surface. Like the Archangel Michael, they are natural protectors, fiercely loyal to their loved ones and often drawn to causes of justice and fairness. They possess a strong will and an unwavering determination, making them formidable in pursuit of their goals. However, this strength can sometimes manifest as a tendency to be overly critical, both of themselves and others. They are sensitive souls despite their protective exterior, and often have a strong artistic or creative streak, finding solace and expression in beauty. Their destiny often involves leading, guiding, or healing others, serving as a beacon of strength and clarity in challenging times. Name days. Today, we celebrate those bearing names such as Michael, and its variations like Michelle, Michaela, David, Theodore, Eugenia, and Maxime. Let's focus on Michael. Individuals named Michael often embody the very essence of their namesake. They are frequently leaders, protectors, and individuals of immense courage. They possess a strong sense of justice and are often drawn to roles where they can defend the vulnerable or champion noble causes. Their character is marked by an inner strength and an unwavering spirit, much like the Archangel himself. Now let us turn to the actions that can harness the day's benevolent energies and align us with its ancient rhythms, the traditions and rituals that enrich September 19th. Traditions and rituals. What you should do. 1. The Archangel's House. Blessing. Purpose. To cleanse your home of negative energies, invite divine protection, and bless all who reside within its walls, ensuring peace and harmony for the coming season. What you'll need. A small bowl of fresh clean water, preferably blessed by a priest or charged under the moonlight, a pinch of sea salt, a sprig of fresh rosemary, or a smudged stick of sage, a white candle, and a quiet, reverent heart. When and how to conduct. Best performed at dawn or dusk. Begin by adding a pinch of sea salt to the water, visualizing it purifying and strengthening the water's protective properties. Light the white candle, symbolizing divine light and presence. Starting from the easternmost corner of your home, gently sprinkle the salted water into each corner of every room, moving clockwise. As you do, silently or softly utter a prayer, such as, "By the grace of the Archangel Michael, and with this blessed water, I cleanse this home of all negativity and invite peace, protection, and light." After sprinkling, light your rosemary sprig or sage smudge stick, allowing the smoke to purify the air, moving through each room and focusing on doorways and windows. Finally, return to the center of your home. Hold the lit candle and offer a prayer of gratitude and intention for protection over your household. What to do after. Allow the white candle to burn down completely in a safe place. Dispose of any remaining rosemary or sage ashes outside your home, returning the cleansed energy to the earth. The energy of your home will feel lighter, more serene, and protected. 2. The Healing Water Invocation. Purpose. To seek healing for physical ailments, emotional wounds, or to purify one's spiritual being, drawing upon the restorative power associated with Archangel Michael's miraculous spring. what you'll need: a clear glass of fresh spring water or filtered water, a small silver coin or piece of silver jewellery. Silver is associated with lunar energy and purification, and a clean, white cloth. When and how to conduct. This ritual is most potent if prepared the night before, on September 18th. Place the glass of water outside overnight, preferably under the stars, with the silver item submerged in it. This allows the water to absorb cosmic and lunar energies. On the morning of September 19th, before sunrise, bring the water inside. Hold the glass in your hands, close your eyes, and visualize the Archangel Michaels' pure light descending into the water, imbuing it with healing properties. Speak your intention clearly, stating the specific healing you seek. Then, slowly drink half of the water, consciously allowing its healing energy to flow through your body. Use the remaining water to gently wash the affected area of your body, or simply dab it on your forehead and pulse points for general purification. What to do after. Return the silver item to its usual place. Dispose of any remaining water by pouring it onto living earth, such as a potted plant or garden, returning its energy to nature. You may feel a subtle shift, a sense of lightness or renewed hope. 3. The Autumnal Gratitude Altar. Purpose. To express gratitude for the harvest and the abundance received throughout the year, ensuring continued blessings and prosperity for the coming lean months. Were ye what you'll need? A small basket or wooden bowl, a selection of freshly harvested fruits, apples, pears, vegetables, squash, root vegetables, grains, ears of corn, wheat stalks, nuts, and colourful autumn leaves or flowers, a small, unlit candle. When and how to conduct. Create your altar in a prominent place in your home, perhaps on a kitchen counter or dining table, reflecting the heart of the home. Arrange the items aesthetically in the basket, symbolising the bounty of the earth. As you place each item, pause and reflect on something you are grateful for: the food on your table, the love in your family, the strength in your spirit. Once arranged, place the unlit candle in the centre. Offer a silent prayer of thanksgiving to the earth, to the divine, and to any benevolent spirits you acknowledge, for all the blessings you have received and for the promise of future sustenance. The unlit candle symbolises the light of gratitude held within your heart, not needing an external flame, but shining nonetheless. What to do after. Keep the altar display for a few days as a visual reminder of abundance. Afterwards, consume the fruits and vegetables, sharing them with family and friends, completing the cycle of gratitude and nourishment. The grains and leaves can be returned to nature. Culinary traditions of September 19th. On this day, the focus of culinary traditions leans towards simplicity, wholesomeness, and foods that celebrate the late summer harvest and prepare for autumn. Hearty, nourishing dishes are preferred. Think freshly baked. Breads and pies, filled with seasonal fruits like apples and berries, symbolising the sweetness of the harvest. Root vegetables, like carrots, potatoes and parsnips, often prepared in stews or roasted, reflect the grounding energy of the earth and the sustenance it provides. Grains, such as wheat or corn, might feature in porridges or simple side dishes, reminding us of the bounty of the fields. There is an emphasis on sharing these humble, wholesome meals with family and community, fostering connection and gratitude rather than lavish indulgence. It is a day for communal eating, where simple ingredients transform into profound expressions of love and thankfulness. Now let's explore the shadowy side of this day, the main prohibitions that, if ignored, can invite discord, misfortune, and disrupt the protective energies of September 19th. Main prohibitions of the day. What you should not do. 1. Do not engage in quarrels or disputes. Mystical reason and consequences. On a day dedicated to protection and spiritual harmony, engaging in arguments or fostering discord is seen as a direct affront to the benevolent energies. It creates cracks in the protective shield surrounding your home and spirit, allowing negative entities or bad luck to seep in. Violating this invites prolonged strife and emotional turmoil into your life, disrupting peace for weeks to come. 2. Do not undertake heavy physical labour. Mystical reason and consequences. This prohibition is not merely about rest, but about respecting the spiritual significance of the day. Overworking your body signifies a lack of reverence for the sacred pause, implying you value worldly gain over spiritual well-being. It is believed to bring exhaustion, injury, or unrewarding efforts in the long run. Any harvest done on this day should be light and focused on preservation, not heavy field work. 3. Do not gossip or spread rumours. Mystical reason and consequences. Speaking ill of others or engaging in idle gossip pollutes your spirit and the collective energy around you. On September 19th, when the spiritual veil is thin, such negative speech is amplified, attracting malevolent spirits or ill will back to the speaker. It can lead to a damaged reputation, broken trust, and a pervasive sense of negativity clinging to you. 4. Do not lend or borrow money or valuables. Mystical reason and consequences. This day is not auspicious for financial transactions involving debt. Lending money is believed to lend away your luck, potentially causing financial instability for the giver. Borrowing, conversely, can trap you in a cycle of dependency or make it difficult to repay. Engaging in this can invite financial hardship and complications for both parties, as the energies are not conducive to financial flow. 5. Do not cut hair or nails. Mystical reason and consequences. Hair and nails are often considered extensions of one's energetic field and protective aura. Cutting them on this sacred day is believed to weaken this aura, making one more vulnerable to illness, misfortune, or psychic attacks. It's a day for consolidating energy, not shedding it, and doing so can lead to a period of lowered vitality and susceptibility. 6. Do not indulge in excessive vanity or self-adornment. Mystical reason and consequences. The focus of September 19th is on spiritual purification, gratitude and protection, not on superficial appearances. Excessive focus on vanity or outward display distracts from inner work and can be seen as disrespectful to the day's spiritual solemnity. It risks attracting superficiality and fleeting pleasures that ultimately leave one unfulfilled, potentially inviting vanity spirits or ill will from envious eyes. 7. Do not leave doors or windows ajar overnight. Pious. Mystical reason and consequences. As the nights grow longer and the veil between worlds thins, leaving entry points open overnight is considered an invitation for unwanted spirits, negative influences, or malevolent entities to enter your home. It compromises the protective barrier around your sanctuary, making your household vulnerable to spiritual intrusion and disruption of peace. Ensure all entry points are securely closed to maintain the sanctity of your home. 8. Do not make hasty, irreversible decisions. Mystical reason and consequences. The energies of September 19th, while protective, can also be intense. It is a day for careful reflection rather than impulsive action. Hasty decisions, especially those involving major life changes, like career shifts, significant purchases, or relationship commitments, are believed to be clouded by unseen influences and are more likely to lead to regret or negative outcomes. Take time for contemplation and allow clarity to emerge in the days that follow. 9. Do not disrespect water sources. Mystical reason and consequences. Given the miracle of the Archangel Michael involving the sacred spring, water holds immense spiritual significance on this day. Polluting, wasting, or showing disrespect to any water source, be it a tap, a river, or a lake, is considered an act of desecration. It can lead to scarcity, poor health, or a drying up of blessings in one's life, as the protective, healing power of water is diminished. 10. Do not harm animals. Mystical reason and consequences. Animals are often seen as sensitive barometers of spiritual energy and innocent creatures deserving of protection. Harming any creature on this day, especially out of cruelty or malice, is believed to incur severe negative karma. It offends the protective spirits of nature and can bring discord, bad luck, and a heavy spiritual burden upon the perpetrator, reflecting a lack of compassion that undermines the day's benevolent essence. And so we conclude our journey through the mystical tapestry of September 19th. Remember, these traditions, these whispers from the past, are not mere superstitions. They are echoes of ancient wisdom, guiding us to live in harmony with the seen and unseen worlds. Embrace the protective energies, heed the warnings, and walk forward with intention and grace. Until next time, may your path be illuminated and your spirit be ever protected.